Hey everybody, John and Lynn here. For those of you who don't know, we bought a used 4x4 ambulance off a government auction to turn it into a camper. When we got the ambulance, it was still at the fire station and literally nothing had been done to it. When I showed up to take it home, it still had a gurney in it and a full medical sharps container stuck to the wall. We went camping in it once to see what we wanted to change and what we didn't. Since then, we've put in a bed that turns back into a couch, installed a counter, backsplash, and sink. We've done electrical work and removed a whole lot of early 2000s burgundy trim. Recently, we installed a 12-volt air conditioner, and the goal is to eventually turn it into an off-grid capable RV so we can travel the country. That brings us to today.
Hey everybody, John Woolworth here. Going to give you an update on our camper conversion right now, that we're converting an ambulance or used ambulance into a camper. It has not been all roses at this point. We've had some setbacks. So the first thing we've tried to do was to put solar on the roof, and I didn't want to put holes in the roof, and so I went to buy some gutter clamps to put a rack up on the roof, and they came in and they didn't fit, so I had to send those back. So in the meantime though, I went ahead and tried to set up the solar, and when I did, we got the solar controller, the MPPT controller, from Amazon, and when I hooked it up, it was dead out of the box. So that was a setback. Then I went to set up some lighting inside the camper because I don't want to have my lighting and other things like that coming off of the front battery, the one that starts the engine. I wanted to run everything off of my 12-volt batteries that I have in the back that will run off of solar or off of the alternator. And I set some of the lights up, and when I went to put the switch back in the wall, I put a screw directly through one of the wires, which shorted out the switches, and those were no good anymore. We're getting them all fixed now, and then the final thing was that we are replacing the sterile-looking white ceiling, the plastic ceiling in the camper, with white wainscot or beadboard, and which Lynn is painting right now. I'll show you that in just a second here. But Lowe's was out of it for like a week, so that kept us from getting any of the rest of it done. I can't install the lighting in the ceiling without that stuff. Well, it just finally showed up yesterday, and we are going to be installing it. So Lynn is painting it, she's painting what we already have up in there, and we are going to start moving forward. So let's go see what Lynn's doing. So how's it going in here?
It's going very well. Air conditioning is super helpful.
Yep, it's nice to have air conditioning when it's July 4th in South Carolina. Yeah, that's looking really good.
Yeah.
So as you can see, we've got it kind of torn apart in here. The lack of beadboard has kept us from being able to finish this. We got a nice silver ceiling, which is not what we really wanted.
It won't be that for long.
No, it won't be silver for long, that's true. But right now, yeah, here's my wiring job that I had to tear apart because I put a screw through the wire and that shorted stuff out. Had to order new switches because I ruined them. And today they're going back in. Sadie has claimed this spot. She's very comfortable there on the bed.
Yep, she has claimed that spot. I don't know if anyone, I think Annabelle has claimed that spot as well.
Well, Annabelle and the dog are gonna have to fight over that spot.
I guess we will.
But our goal in here is to make this switchboard completely redundant. I'm still going to leave it in just in case we want to have some of the features that it has, but I want to be able to run all of our electrical stuff off of the 12-volt batteries that are in the back, so you don't have to have the engine running, you don't have to have any of that stuff going, and just be able to camp in it without the engine running. I'm replacing these lights up here. That's going to be covered up with beadboard. But we're putting two different kinds of lighting in here. So up in the recess above the cabinet here, I have installed some strip lighting on a dimmer. And when you turn it on, it's not going to be this bright in the final, but yeah, it's quite bright in there. And as you can see, it is on a dimmer. But this is what it's actually going to look like here. We've got this white plexi that will make a nice diffuse light. So this will be our ambient lighting when we're just camped out, you know, ready for bed, stuff like that. And then we're going to be installing pot lights throughout the beadboard later on.
Hey, what you doing?
Oh, I'm just cleaning these solar panels. I just picked up a couple more from David, and this will be enough solar for our whole rig. So, but when they're dirty, they're really ineffective. They're inefficient, I should say. And these have obviously been sitting in somebody's storage shed for a really long time, and they're really filthy. So just kind of cleaning them up. And this should be enough on the roof of our rig to be able to run the air conditioner and still be able to charge the batteries while we've got sun. So we should be in good shape now.
Hey, what are you doing?
I am just hooking up the puck lights here. I've got the beadboard ceiling in, and I'm just hooking up the puck lights as I go. And these little lever connectors are a godsend. So these little guys here, they got 3 spots for wires. You just pop it in there and you flip the lever and they are secure.
Nice.
Yep.
That's handy.
Yep, and this one's ready to go up in there right now. Got the puck light and it just snaps right in there. There we go, and there it is.
Awesome.
So yeah, so it's coming together. I've got the last panel to put up here.
Okay.
And then I've got 2 more lights to put in, and then I'm going to put 1 more light right over here, over the counter.
Okay.
And then these are already hooked up, but they dim.
Nice.
Yep. And they don't flicker when I dim them, which is fantastic, because the other ones had a dimmer on them, but they went, it was like,
They did. It was
yeah,
a little psychedelic.
really irritating. So,
Mhm.
and I'm just going to get the last panel in today, and we will have a ceiling that does not look clinical and ambulance-y and hospital-y. So it's coming along. I'm pretty happy with this right now. And now that I am not putting screws through wires anymore and frying switches,
Yes.
it's coming together.
Yep.
Once I get this back up into the wall there, and I can put the cover, which is a nice stainless steel cover.
Yep. And the knobs are stainless steel. Really pretty.
Yep.
Kind of vintagey looking.
Yeah. So yeah, that's where we're at right now, and I think it's looking great. Must be a good song.
I'm sorry?
It must be a good song.
It is. The fun part. Etching. Part I love.
I can feel the heartfelt joy.
The enthusiasm. Yes.
One of the other things that we decided to do was, once I had the panel off here and I had to take the monkey bar down, I decided I really didn't like hitting my head anymore, and I don't want to put that monkey bar back up. But since our bed hangs off of that, I had to come up with some other solution to be able to hang the chain from. And so I picked up one of these, or 2 of these rather, these retractable hooks, and it's going to get mounted in the ceiling here. And when we want to use it, you just pull it down, hook the chain to it, and we can put our bed back out. So that's what I'm working on right now. Another hot day here in South Carolina. I'm going to do this segment of this video early in the morning here because it's July. And if you've never been to South Carolina in July, it's like taking a hot shower and then just throwing your clothes on and going about your day. So when we bought this, we planned on making a camper out of it, obviously, but we wanted to be able to go off-road. We wanted to be able to be off-grid with it. And the thing about being off-grid is that you need to be able to provide yourself power. You need to be able to actually be off-grid. And so you have to have batteries. You have to have a way of charging those batteries. This past week or so, I have made that possible. I bought some used solar panels. I've got 780 watts of solar panels that I bought, and only cost me $200, which was fantastic. Put them up on the roof this week, and I've also got a solar controller that I put in. And so when we are out in the sun, we are providing more than enough power to be able to run the air conditioner and still charge the batteries at the same time under good conditions. This probably looks like a confusing mess to a lot of people, but it really does make sense, and it's far less complicated than it looks like if you take it one piece at a time. So I've got my 300 amp hour batteries here. I have my solar controller here that charges off the solar and puts the proper amount of voltage into the batteries. I've got my shut-off switch here in case there's a problem and I need to shut off the solar. And then up here I've got my inverter, which runs our 110 volt outlets like in your house. And then over here I also have a a 12 volt to 12 volt charger, which runs off of the alternator in the engine when we're going down the road. So I've got a couple of different ways of charging these batteries. So when we went on our first camping trip, we made a list of all the things that we wanted to change, all the things that we really felt were necessary to do before we took this ambulance back out again. And at this point, we have done most of those things. There's still some things we're going to do later. We actually, frankly, need to stop spending money for a little while on this. In the future, we're going to be putting in the water tanks. We've got the sink already, but it's not hooked up yet. But we'll put the water tanks in, we'll put a gray tank in, and we do need to get some kind of a composting toilet or something like that to be able to be completely off-grid. But the next step is just to go camping with it, and that's what we're planning on doing. In the next few weeks, we're planning to go either boondocking or someplace where we can test all this stuff out, and I think it's going to be great. So I'm just going to give you a before and after of what the inside of this looked like. I think it's a pretty dramatic change, and I hope you enjoy this. Also, if you've enjoyed this channel, if you've enjoyed these videos, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Feel free to comment. I know there's some of you out there who have done this kind of project and you've got some wisdom to give us about it. Anyway, feel free to put that in the comments. We're going to keep giving you updates on what we're doing with this. It's been an enjoyable project for us. We don't regret it at all. This is going to be fantastic when it's done. And so just enjoy our journey as we go. And I'm going to go back inside where it's cool. So until next time.